Historic pigment matching for exterior house painting demands exacting attention to original color, composition, and finish. Start by using a spectrophotometer to capture the precise color coordinates from original paint layers or scraped chips, making sure you sample from protected and exposed areas to understand how weathering altered pigments. When the spectrophotometer reading is ambiguous because of dirt or overpainting, manually cross-reference the reading with physical chips made from historically accurate pigment stocks such as natural earths, lead-free lead substitutes, and iron oxides to check metamerism under different light. Consult primary sources like period paint catalogs, historic preservation guidelines, and local historic district palettes to determine the original pigment types and common binder choices, and use those references to choose modern equivalents that match both color and longevity. Test a small, discrete area using full application technique, including primer and the intended top coat, to observe adhesion and weathering over a minimum of 2 weeks in both sun and shade. Match not only hue and value, but also chroma and undertone, because a slight warm or cool bias becomes obvious on large facades and under varying light conditions. Finally, select a period-appropriate sheen and finish, for example, matte or low luster oil mimic finishes for 19th century trim, and document the final formulas, product codes, and application notes for future touch-ups and maintenance. Common problems include color shift after drying, when a paint looks correct wet but dries darker or cooler. Avoid this by making full wet and dry samples using the exact system you will apply and allow them to cure before approval. Another issue is substrate incompatibility, where modern acrylics may not adhere to historic oil-based primers or lead-containing layers. Resolve this by either using a compatible primer or isolating the old layer with a high-quality adhesion primer and performing adhesion tests. A third frequent concern is irreversible damage when aggressively scraping to find original layers. Limit removal to small test areas, document the stratigraphy with photographs, and take tiny physical samples to a conservation lab when composition analysis is needed. BigHomeProjects.com connects homeowners and contractors around projects like historic exterior painting, helping us find local pros who have experience with period colors and pigment replication. Our site also hosts a discussion community where we share techniques, trade experiences, and practical advice so we can support each other through careful restorations.